Hello, everyone. I've been doing some major reassessing as I dove into all this stuff, and I'm gonna be changing some things. The daily joys, gotten hard to do. My health took a double hit, and between the fires and all the other things going on, the car that's got a gremlin in it. It only does the problem when the mechanic didn't have it. Now it's having to go to the dealer because we finally got it to the mechanic while it was doing its weird thing, and it's essentially a problem with the computer. But it's going to go to the dealer, and they're going to be like, well, we don't know what it said, so it has to do it for us. Well, it does it so randomly. I've been driving it for a couple weeks now, even all the way to Hollywood and back, without any issue of it doing it. And we've been driving it really fast on these back roads that are bad, thinking that would trigger it. It didn't. Hauled the garbage yesterday, pulled onto the dirt road, stopped immediately to get the mail, started driving, and it was doing it. It just is so random. Another time we'd driven to church, got out, it was fine. Got in, started it, it was doing it. What makes it do it? It's a gremlin, I tell you. Something in there just messing with us. So I've really wanted to have really fun Halloween again. For a good 25 years while I was raising kids, it was not about what I wanted it to be about. It was about the kids and caring for them and making sure they were safe. But 2025 is going to be my year. I'm going to have a costume. I'm going to have some fun. I'm gonna have a Halloween. And, just so much is burdening my time, and a family of 8 with one vehicle is not doable at all. I'm having issues with some of the dogs. We had a plumbing issue that made us go without water for 24 hours, which, we're experienced at going without water. We're just happy we don't have to anymore. So to do it again. And one problem, which was this pipe over in the side yard, was spewing water and toilet paper. We were like, great, is that because the septic tank's on the other side of the property, but that must be the drain field. So it was like, no. But my theory was it was the toilet causing it. And sure enough, it's drying up now that the toilet's fixed. Yeah, it's like, no problems today, please. Just none. But I got all this stuff here, and it's getting cold, and it rained the other day. I got to still go through all this because my workshop is a third of the size or a quarter of the size it used to be. I don't know where to put all this stuff. I use all this stuff. I don't know where to put it. I'm doing so good on sales. I signed up for an event this weekend. Oh, my paper plate. That was all drawn by Toby Froud. Why do I have a vase? I never have a flower. Why do I have a vase? Going through all of it, figuring out what I really need. While I was trying to get giraffes again in my stock, I ordered this, but it's not real fleece, and it doesn't have stretch, so it can't be the puppets that I make. So what am I going to do with a yard of furry giraffe? I've got all this Christmas stuff here. I might just throw together some jester hats. The jester hats aren't even online. Right now I have to not touch my website for 24 hours. So really, this all comes down to, I'm going to record the Halloween podcast. Probably tonight. I think it should be spooky with lights and darkness and fun. So I'm going to do that tonight. Even if I have to stay up till 2 a.m. to get enough quiet, that's when I'm going to do my Halloween podcast party. I'm going to get them all edited and get them all launched by tomorrow. Because the editing's not hard. I've been doing that with these kinds of videos, which is one of the things I'm changing. I'm not going to do that. I see all these other people that are pretty popular, and they don't have those opening and closing things on their videos. But I might add the closing on them. So, because of something about the way the algorithm works, it cuts off your video with ads, and so people can't see it. So if you put something at the end, so I might just put my logo at the end and my website. Yeah, anyway. But the editing was taking a lot of time. I have a ton of videos that never got posted because I couldn't just post them. And when I post them also to TikTok and to YouTube. It's a lot of work. No wonder some people pay people to do this stuff. I mean, there's several people I follow have to pay somebody to do all that. I don't have that option yet, but I'm going to be doing an event in Simi Valley. Rancho? I don't get the names around here. I grew up knowing Cucamonga, and I have a Cucamonga rock, and my aunt who raised her kids in Cucamonga gave me a Cucamonga rock, and it was special, and it's somewhere in my stuff. Now I find it's called Rancho Cucamonga. Make up your mind. Which is it? But, so yeah, we've got Snowfest in Simi Valley on Sunday. I didn't get into the second week of November. It's already filled. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do. We're supposed to go to Seattle for Thanksgiving, but the car that fits most of the family is the one that has the gremlin. And the other can't make it that far. It's a 20-year-old car. It shouldn't be doing much of anything. The reliable little old minivan. I've owned 3 different silver minivans. Dodge Caravans. One was a Dodge Grand. That 1 foot made a difference. But then we still have to get my son's braces off. But they are done early. So we could have had them off in August if we had $1,900, but I don't have $1,900. So I'm behind on so many bills. It's all the same story everyone's got. And then I went and I overwhelmed myself a bit with my schedule. Then I overwhelmed myself advertising that I do winter coat zippers and repairs and alterations, and I teach sewing. So I'm teaching sewing on Saturday. And I've got somebody's zipper that I ordered, and I've got their coat. I'm not going to take it apart till the zipper gets here. I've been replacing zippers for the family. I'm going to go donate this. I don't even know where I got it, but I'm going to donate it. So yeah, it's just crazy with all these things. So I got to find a way to get his braces off. None of my others got done early. They got done a year late. And it was that we finally said, forget it. We're not going to keep going anymore because they wouldn't do what they needed to do. Most of my plants moved in last night. I left a few out. Holiday cactuses. So I have only ever seen in the stores Thanksgiving cactus. They call them Christmas cactus, but they are actually Thanksgiving cactus. And why are all these leaves? This guy does not look very happy. He's losing leaves. Yeah, so I got to get him in tonight. Thanksgiving cactuses. That's what these are. Everything in the store is Thanksgiving cactus. Even if they call it a Christmas cactus, it's a Thanksgiving cactus. Someday I want to get an Easter cactus and a couple Christmas cactuses. I'll be lucky to get 1 Easter cactus. They're so rare and very expensive. I'd like 1 or 2 colors. I like having multiple colors. There's one my sister gave me that's a cutting from her husband's family. And I took such good care of it. It flowered and died. I had a whole bunch of them die that year. And I don't think it was something I did. I think it was where we were living. So I'm sad I lost that one. It was a peachy color, and I've never seen that one in stores. So I have a lot of pink and stuff. I got all these little guys. I don't know what they are. I won't know what they are till they bloom this year. So yeah, I gotta get these guys inside. Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactuses. The holiday cactuses need a burst of cold to be able to produce good flowering. So I'm hoping that this little bit of cold, it was saying there was going to be frost, but not where we are. And then these guys need to go in I was going to move these guys to a different pot. So, yeah, a big heap of everything going on. So, the podcast launch is tomorrow. Normally, I'll be releasing podcasts on Wednesdays, but so this time it's going to be Thursday for 7 of them. Then it'll start being weekly on Wednesday. And yeah, I got an Etsy order to build. And then we will do a launch party next week. I don't know, but I mean, making you guys register keeps the event safe, because then I have to give permission for people to come in. But yeah, so I got to take care of all this stuff in there, and I'm not even trying to get America's Got Talent stuff done today. I made a ton of phone calls, got my daughter and I in for the dentist. While we're there, we'll schedule a few more family members. I need to get to a doctor because I'm almost out of my meds. So I got to call that doctor, and I might do that now since I've been just killing myself with phone calls today anyway. I've got to get my kid into a psychiatrist to get his meds renewed. That was something I was doing all night. I need to call them and see if they got the paperwork. I emailed it. Okay, so yeah. The whole life thing is lifing all over my life. And I just don't like it anymore. I never even got my additional seeds planted. I'm going to get the heating pads and over the winter sprout as many as I can. Probably one whole flat, maybe one tub, maybe 2 tubs. These tubs are retired. But I got to get all these guys in. I have a shelf in there that's not as big as this one. And maybe I should have put this one. But that way, that one out there in there has wheels and can move. And these can come out during the day on the nice warm days. But we're supposed to have a little more of a heat wave come. So yeah. The insanity that is my life. It's making me crazy. These bags are double bagged fabric. Way too many things of green fleece. Which is a problem because I can't get the frog eyes anymore. This is lights. It's a whole studio of lights. Could I get them put up in my workshop? I'm going to try, maybe. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Somebody needs to take the garbage. We're going to have to spread some plants around into other pots. The one there and those there. Just so much going on. But when NaNoWriMo starts in not too long, I'd check my countdown, but it would cut my video off. So yeah. I plan to have a lot of fun over the next 24 hours. I'm going to read you a special book. I'm going to do some things. And then I'm going to buckle down and go into winter mode. I'm not even going to get into my thoughts on seasonal shifts. But if you stuck with me this long, you got the bleh of it all piled out. But these events were making pretty good money to make it worth doing more of them. So I'm going to see what I can get lined up for the holidays. I have no idea if we'll make it to Seattle because of the gremlin in my car and the braces that need to be paid for. We have to go to Oregon to get them off. So it would be ideal to do that on the way to my parents, but it would only be half the family because some of them are working and the car's not big enough for all of us. So craziness. I'm going to go put this in the donation bin, get something to eat so I can take my meds, find my glasses in my pocket, and get to work on something. Don't know what, just something. Oh, probably sew that axolotl that's got to be shipped.
You waiting for me, fish?
Keep creating.